What's up everyone? If you are looking to become a Google Student Ambassador or you are already a Google Student Ambassador, then this video is for you. In this video, I Bibhu Pradhan, a Google Student Ambassador with GID 2344. Today, I will tell you what are the tasks a Google Student Ambassador have to do each month. And since it's July, I will specifically tell about the tasks that need to be done in the month of July and the correct way to do all those tasks so that an ambassador will able to score the maximum points on each of those tasks. So without any further delay, let's start the presentation.
You go here, you have your book your date and time slot, which is also given to you in your portal. You go to the form and you put your details. Say, for example, my GID, my name, GID I will put, and then I'll put my GID 788, for example. Event date I will put as I want to do it for 18th. Actually, I would recommend we do it all before 18th because if you're aware, there's also a sprint running from our side, right? So let's say 16 July, and then the event time will be, I want to do it for 6 p.m. So what is 6? 6 is 12 plus 6, 18. So we go 18, and I want to do it at, say, 6:30 p.m. So 18:30, okay? If you want to do it at 6:30 a.m., in that case, you'll go here and choose 06, 6:30 a.m. This is 6:30 a.m. This is 18:30. That means it's 6:30 p.m. Okay. You can choose which format you want to do. I want to do it virtual only. Select the venue. I want to do it in my classroom. I have used WhatsApp, I have used Instagram, I have used an email newsletter, and I've also used word of mouth. I will upload my screenshots of proof of promotions, and I will tell that I'm expecting a minimum of 60 participants, okay? And I'll hit submit. Once you hit submit, you will get a link from our site. Unfortunately, because I'm not registered with the program, I won't be able to get a link here. But say, for example, you get an email, you should probably get it within an hour or so, but we still tell you to wait for at least 24 hours. If you don't get it within the next 24 hours, I would recommend that you reach out to our team because there are issues with certain email IDs. And sometimes we need to delete your response and then you have to do it again. So if that is the case, you're not able to receive the meeting link, please make sure you're telling our team about the same. Okay, once you have your meeting link, we go back to our program guide. Yeah. So what will happen is you have your meeting link, your first part of the task is done. Now you will tell all your ambassadors to, all your participants to come for the meeting, right? I will also share the pre-event form with them well in advance because I want them to fill it right in advance. So that is given here. One sec, I'll show it to you where it is given. So this freshers party night featuring ambassadors, this deck that you have it right here. This is the QR code that your participants will fill as the pre-survey. Okay, remember that the email ID that they use to fill this form, they should remember that they are using the same email ID to log in to your meeting when they're logging in for the meeting, and they're using the same email ID when they are filling the feedback form, which is the last part of this task. Okay, so now I will share this form with everybody. I think most of you have seen what this form looks like, but if you haven't, I'm just going to show it to you what this looks like. Right here, you put your name, you put your email ID. The participant will put their name, they'll put their email ID. Sorry, they'll put their name, they'll put their email ID, they'll put your GID, and they'll put your email ID. So they have to remember to put the correct ambassador email ID because that is what gets tracked, okay? You just choose, say, for example, among the following, which AI tools do I, maybe they say Perplexity or ChatGPT, whatever. And how frequently, daily, very positive, somewhat positive, whatever, and then they submit. So this is it. This is what the form really looks like. Okay, so this is one part. Now I want, before my meeting, so that I don't waste time, I'm asking them to do all of this. Either you can get it done before your meeting, like, before even starting your meeting, or when you've just started. Say, for example, I've just got you in this meeting. So I'm telling you, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is so-and-so from Xavier's College, Bombay. And I want to host, and I'm going to host this session for you. Can you please, all of you, fill this form for me before we begin? It'll just take 2 minutes and they'll all fill it. Okay, so that's the first part. So you get this form filled, and remember, you tell them that use the same email ID that they've used to log in. Okay, once this is done, we come back to our program guide. Okay, can you see my screen? Yeah, you can see my screen. Okay, now I will take, now I'm already in my official Gmeet link. Again, things to remember, please post the meeting at the given time, the time that you've chosen for the link, because the attendance will be tracked at that time. Don't change the date of the event. Don't change the time of the event. Introduce yourselves, record the whole thing. You've been doing this since the last 3 months, so I'm hopeful that you'll be able to manage that. What happens during the event is something new, which I'm going to take you through now. Okay, so we come to our July task tracker, task guide. Your brief is freshers are here, plan their party with Gemini, bring it to life with Nano Banana. Okay, now I want everybody present here. If you've not done this task yet, you should attempt it as soon as possible, because that sprint that is running, it's going to close on the 18th. And the first top, I think 150 or so, not the first, but the top 150 people from that are going to get a 500 rupees e-voucher. Then there are just some other rewards. I think it's all mentioned in the image, that the message that we sent to you, right? So I want you to get that as well. If you have the chance, do it in as soon as you can, so that you can make the most of it. Okay, so what's the brief? Freshers are here, plan their party with Gemini, bring it to life with Nano Banana. Now consider I am the ambassador and all of you are my participants. I'm going to talk in the same way, although I'll keep reminding it to you, because you might forget, because at the end you are the ambassadors, right? So I've already asked you to fill the pre-survey. So I think most of you have done it right now. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm also going to show you how to do it, I'll show you one demo, which you can help tell your participants and guide them in your sessions as well. Okay. So we go to our deck, which we have given to all of you, right? Okay. So everybody's filled their pre-survey form. You all know about Nano Banana, but you can still take time to explain it to your participants. I'm going to skip it for now, and how to use Nano Banana. Okay, so there are 2-3 things that you have to do here. You have to plan your party with Gemini. You have to make a poster with Nano Banana, and then you have to put all of that in a document. You have to put what you've planned in a document, and then you have to pitch it after we're done, right? So how do we do it? So I'm going to take you to my Gemini. Okay, now this is the, this is the prompt that I gave Gemini. I told Gemini, help me create a complete plan for organizing a freshers party at my college. Present the output in a professional, well-structured format, so that I don't have to do more work, right? If you don't, then you can just tell Gemini that I want a theme and a name and a tagline, the concept. So these are all the things that I thought I should include in my event flow. It's up to the participants what they want to include, but I would recommend, if someone wants to get that phone, they should make it as detailed, as professional looking, as good looking as possible. Okay, so I'm asking for all of these things. I've asked for an invitation message, a welcome note, a welcome script, some poster content, what pitch I want to give to the administration. Okay, so I've given all of these points. I've also told Gemini that make the ideas creative, practical, budget friendly, and suitable for an Indian college campus with a strong focus on student engagement and memorable experiences. So this is just me giving a detailed input to Gemini so that it gives me a good output, the one that I want. So here's, see what it's given me. It's given me the event name, theme, and tagline. Okay. So I'm also going to show you side by side how I put it on my Google document. Okay. Okay. So you go to your drive. Okay. You go to new, you go to Google Docs, okay, and you go to a blank document. So this is where it creates a blank document for you, okay, right here. Now I'm going to be shifting tabs. I will go copy from there and put it here. So okay, you see how it's copied it in a nice way. What I don't want, I want the size name of my this thing to be bigger, and I want it to be bold. Cool. So yeah, that's that. I can then, you know, do other specifics. I want to bold this, I want to bold this. So this is all upon you, how you want to make your document look presentable. I'm sure most of you must be using Google Docs for your assignments. Give me a thumbs up if that's the case. Okay, give me a thumbs down if that's not the case. If there are people who don't use Google Slides or Google Docs. Okay, so now I really want to know what you guys use. We'll do that post the call. I mean, post once we open the Q&A. You can tell me what do you use instead of. Okay, so yeah, so you get an idea, right? So this is your document. This is how it's looking at. When you go here, it says private only to me. You have to change the settings to make it look, so it needs to be anyone can view. Okay. That is the most important thing. It has to be open access to everybody. That I think everybody is aware of. You all have given us drive links. So you know how to put it as anyone can view. So set it as anyone can view. That is important. If it's not set at anyone can view, I cannot see your entry and I cannot possibly give you the phone, right? So that is something you have to remember. So that, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is your first part of the job is done. Okay. So here's an image that I gave it. It's the St. Xavier's Bombay College. I gave that image and I put the prompt as now transform the space into my freshers party theme on the party day with all the decor. As simple as that. You can again make it more precise, exactly what you want, and you'll get a better idea. So if you notice that my theme was Neon Mela, I don't know whether you guys noticed or not. Yes, so the theme is Neon Mela, a vibrant fusion of traditional Indian carnival. That's what my theme is for my freshers party. Maybe a little boring. That's why I told you, you guys can give your own themes if you have something in mind, maybe a haunted one or a what is happening these days. I mean, you are the Gen Z, so you will have a better idea, right? Okay, so see, this is how it's, you know, transformed it. Now, if I like it, I go ahead with it, or I can tell it to make it more dramatic, add more colors, include the theme better. Yeah, you know, all of those themes. Include the theme better in the image. Yeah. Let's see what it's going to make for us. Okay, while it's looking for, while it's working, we'll just go back to our presentation and see what else was there that we maybe have missed. Okay. So yeah, so it's given us a theme, it's given us games, quizzes, welcome message, activity schedule, all of that is there, right? And we have the poster which is getting ready. Remember, if to get minimum of 10 participants and a maximum of 50, so points between 100 to 500 will be given. To get your bonuses, which is of 200 points if you do all the mandatory tasks, you have to get a minimum of 10 participants validation for this particular task. So that is important. Yeah. So what do you, when you're submitting, when the participants are submitting the feedback form, they have to put the Google document link and the Nano Banana poster. I think there's also a field where, you know, they're still editing it. It's been come to our notice, but once it's done, you can add your Gemini chat link over there. Okay. I think, yeah, you're any which way asked to add the Gemini chat link. When you are nominating the best entry, remember you're putting actually the best entry. Just see that the Google Doc is on point. Their Nano Banana poster is beautiful, and they have and you're also including their Gemini chat there as well. One national winner, as we all know, will win the prize. Okay, so yeah, my Gemini has given me a better look at the. I like it. I don't know about you guys. So just to give you a little more, zoomed image, see it's given all the Rangoli vibes, the neon mela. So it's looking beautiful, right? So you can make it look as better as you want it to be. If you see the game, the game zone stalls that are there, it's a cool one. So yeah, that's how you can work around and play with the different themes and get your participants to also give a great entry. Okay. I'm thinking we should take a few questions now before we move on to the next one. So, Ankit or Mahendra, can you please open up the chat so we can take a few questions? I would request you to put questions only for task one for now, so that I can guide you guys with anything that's there for task one before we move forward. Okay, let's see what questions are coming in. I don't know, my system. Okay, I think we have one question. Is it okay if we get more than 50 people? Yes, please, guys, get more than 50 people, get 100, so that at least 50 qualify. See, we have kept a cap of 50 because we can't give you more than 50 points, 500 points. So, but it's always advisable that you do get more and more people, so that if you're actually aiming to get 500 points, you should have some buffer, right? Because you might get 60 people to join, or may say 70 people to join. Out of those 70, say 10 drop off midway, 5 don't fill your feedback form, or 5 fill it, but they don't use the same email ID, so it doesn't get verified. Some don't fill the pre-survey form, right? So there are always those hiccups that can happen. So make sure that you're getting more and more people to join. That's a good idea. Ma'am, okay. Lobhas is asking, ma'am, do we have to tell participants to upload any college ground or hall picture? And that, do we need to edit it? You don't need to edit it. See, Google, the Nano Banana is doing the editing for you. Okay. Now they can use an image of their college. If they have it, that's great. If they don't have it, they can type on Google their college name and an auditorium or an open space of that particular college, and they can use that as well. I hope that helps. Are there any minimum duration requirements for the Google Meet session? I mean, 5 minutes won't do, of course. But yeah, I mean, if you can finish it like in 15, 20, 30 minutes also, that's fine. People have gone up to 1 hour, and there are people who've done it in 30 minutes. So that's totally up to you how quick your participants can do it. Is it important to post Google Docs? Yes, if you see the form, there is a part where you have to put the Google document. I'm going to show it to you as well. Yeah, so nominate your best entry form and the participant feedback form, both have that. So if you see Google document link, this is where you have to put the Google document link. So when you're putting your nomination, they have to give you have to give their Google document link. That's important. I'm also going to show you the participant feedback form. This is the participant feedback form. So the participant also fills all the details, and they put your details, and they put their party concept, which they had thought of. They'll put their pitch concept. So I'll also tell you one more thing, guys. When you are nominating a best entry, there are a few entries that are actually standing out. But when when the team comes to look at it, deeply, we figure out that the feedback form is not properly filled. So then that entry goes away. So there have been too many entries as such for the Lyria competition as well. I mean, there are other Lyria links which were beautiful and the songs were beautiful. But because number one, there was no meeting link, there was no meeting recording to actually verify, or there was no feedback form. In the feedback form, it was not filled properly, the details were not proper, we had to let go of that entry. So make sure that if you are nominating somebody, they've literally put in their efforts, and while putting it in the feedback form, they're doing it correctly. So tell them to put their pitch properly, the pitch copy, nano banana prompt, nano banana generation link, any other prompts, the Google document link, and the Gemini chat link, right? So here is where I will put this Gemini chat that I showed you. I'll put that here. My prompt reads, help me create a complete plan for organizing a freshers party at my college. Present the output in a professional, well-structured format with clear headings, tables, and checklists. Include the following things. And if you want to have a nice theme and not some random theme that Gemini suggests, I suggest that you tell Gemini which theme you want. Okay, I just give the image along with, in the same chat, along with a text prompt that transform this space into my themed freshers party. So it gave me a little less detailed output first. When I told it to make it more dramatic, add more elements of the theme, it gave a better output. So that's how you can, manage to make it look better. Okay, task 4, we'll come to that. I have to do task 1 offline in my campus. Please, can you guide with the flow? So whoever has asked this, also Mahindra or Ankit, can we just remove the anonymous option? I don't want the questions to be anonymous so that I can address it to the person who's asking. Yeah.
Yeah, I've removed it, yes.
Thank you. So guys, so see, if you want to do it offline in your campus, all of these things that I've just told you, you have to follow. ठीक है, so offline में थोड़ा सा काम ज्यादा हो जाता है, because offline में आप एक तो साथ में कर ही रहे हो, साथ साथ you have to have everything online. So you, that is the ambassador, your participants have to join the meeting link, you have to record the meeting link, you have to screen share. So all of that will happen. Any which way people are using their laptops, right, to use Gemini and to make what they're making. You have to remember that you're also recording this, because all our tracking and evaluation will happen through a consistent flow. That is the reason we're asking you to do everything in a consistent manner. I hope this helps. Okay. Are we getting the recording of the session? We'll do something. We'll share it with you in some way or the other. We'll edit parts of it and we'll share it with you. Earlier, the verification method was through the meeting attendance and feedback form. Will it also include the pre-survey form this time? It's hectic to manage them all. Yes, it will include the pre-survey form also. That's why I've requested everybody to get it filled. I hope you've gone through the deck which has been given to you. I'm not going to go through the deck because that has already been gone through in the orientations, and you have the recording also. I think Ankit has posted it in the chat as well. But so feel free to go through all of that. But right now I'm just going to take you through a demo that I did already. Okay. Okay. This one I'm not going to take right now. Yeah, we go to product understanding, which is a booster number 1. Now, I've heard that many of you are facing issues for this one. So I'll help you to do it in an easier way. I would recommend that you go do it the online way, because that way what is happening is you're doing your screen recording, your cameras are on, you're able to show the demos properly. If you want to do it in person, totally possible. In fact, that is also doable. Very nice. You should do it that way. But I'm going to tell you how you can do it in both the manner. Okay. So first, if you're doing it online, if you can't do it face to face, what you do is you get on a meeting with the person you want to interview. So say, for example, one of you, I take you as my interviewee. I will check with you whether you're all comfortable, etc. And you are aware that you have these set of questions, right? So I'm just going to show you that as well, because that's going to be my script for the interview, right? So yeah. Okay, so I'll just tell you, my name is Meenal and I'm a Google Student Ambassador from Xavier's College, Bombay. Do I have a few minutes of yours? Because I just want to show you something very useful before, the new semester begins. So say Ankit, can you be my participant? Do you have a few minutes? I want to show you something before the new semester begins.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Before we start, can you fill this form quickly? I'll just share the QR code with you and you can just fill the form. One sec. You take this form, everybody. Okay, pre-survey, open form, copy the form link and you share this form with them, okay? So you give it to them. You ask them to fill this form. So Ankit will fill this form for me. Once Ankit has filled this form, I will go back to my questions. Yeah. Thank you, Ankit, for filling that form. The new semester is just around the corner, and honestly, everybody's feeling a little up in the air about it. But how are you feeling? Are you excited or are you exhausted thinking about it?
Yeah, I think I'm more excited for this.
Okay, great. I just have a few questions that I wanted to ask you. What's the part of studying that drains you the most? Is it getting your notes organized or actually revising or knowing whether you've really understood something?
I think revisiting my previous and revising my previous subject is something which I would like to do.
Okay. So, do you remember when was the last time you actually sat down to study and had zero clue where to even begin? Has it happened?
This week only.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually show you a few things which can help you. So basically, you need something that helps you organize, test yourself, and doesn't make you actually retype your whole notebook again, right? So that's what I'm going to show to you as well. Do you know Google search, Ankit?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a mode inside it. It's called the AI mode. It's not just search anymore. It's just got features which are built in exactly for this kind of stuff. So I'll just show it to you. Is it possible if you can just screen share? So now I'm not going to ask him to screen share right now because I'm already screen sharing and showing you the demo. But you will ask your interviewee. This is for all the ambassadors over here. You will ask your interview to to share their screen. Once they share their screen, you will then tell them, okay, please everybody stick to whatever we've given in the demo. Don't give any random demos. Okay, so first demo, as you're all aware, is of the study guide. Second is inline quiz. Third is the Google Lens. So make sure that whatever we've given as the prompt, you adhere to the same demo. That will be helpful. To get your points. Okay, so Ankit, the first one is study guide. Sometimes you have a topic but no structure. What you can do is you can actually use this particular feature. So when you go to Google search, you in your AI mode, you type, oh, okay, one sec. What I'm going to do is I'll only screen share and I'll just show everybody. Prompt, wait. Create a study guide. Okay, create a study guide on artificial intelligence that will help me in my exams. Okay, so this is demo number one. They should put it and the whole thing will get recorded, but because you're screen sharing, right? So see how it's given you exact topic-wise segmentation of what you should study. Now I want to understand the second demo, which is the inline quiz. Okay, now help me with a quiz to revise these topics. The best part about AI is that you don't have to worry about spellings, right? Okay. So here's a 5-question quiz. It's given me 5 questions and now I can just, take my time to do the quiz. Now I've understood what I've read, right? Okay, now I want to try Google Lens. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to camera and you can upload any image here, okay? Say for example, you have clicked it already and you can just upload it here. So you go here, upload a file, or you can drag and drop also. Okay, so say for example, I take this image, random plant. And then I put it here. Oops. So then it will search the entire thing for you, and here you are. So that will be your demo, guys. Okay? Now it's taking time to think, but it will think and it will give it to you. So you have to have the whole recording, and then you'll just go back to your presentation where it says, okay, thank you so much for your time. Would you try this for your studies? Ankit, would you try this
Yeah,
for your...
I think it saves a lot of time for me, and it feel really excited. Like it would have take around hours for me to work on that, but because of this, I was able to complete this in few minutes, and it feel really excited.
Great. Can you also help me fill a post-survey form, because that will help with my demo?
Sure, sure.
So
So
then I will share.
generally you will share me the link, and I will fill up the form.
Correct. I will share the link with you, and please fill up the form. So you make sure everybody that he fills the form for you. Okay. Now your job here, but the others, it's good that you've understood. Okay. The ones giving me a thumbs down. Ankit, एक बार open कर दो आप फिर से, please. Question and answer session. So we'll just take the questions along. Just make sure that when you're uploading your drive links, I think most of you who've attempted this task have already got points for it. We were just looking at some of the submissions, and it's actually good to see that you've got points for it. But just remember, when you're putting it, your link should be anyone can view. It should be the drive link of the file and not the drive link of the folder. So these things that you've been already taking care of, I'm just reminding you of the same. Okay, so we'll just see the questions now. Okay, I'm going to go to the end of the questions. Yeah. Do we need to do anything before the demo, or directly they'll present their screen? So before the demo, you are talking. You know, I asked those questions from Ankit, right? So in the deck also, if you see these questions that are there, the opening part, the core questions 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to talk about them, and then you go to demo. So that's what happens before the demo. I hope I've answered your question. How many of the Google AI feature we should guide them through? The 3 which are right here: demo study guide, demo 2 inline quiz, demo 3 Google Lens. All of this are happening in Google search, where the AI mode is there. Okay. Can we do, okay, Samruti is asking, can we do all the interview thing one by one or at a time? One by one. So say if you have got 20 people you want to interview, you will first interview person number 1, then you will interview person number 2. So each will be a separate video. So if you go to the form also, you'll be able to see that you can put in the details of every person separately. So the form asks you how many interviews do you have? You'll put a number there, and then it'll open up that many spaces for you to add the details. Okay, so say for example, you say I want to put 5 interviews. So then you'll have to give 5 people's name, their email IDs, and their specific link. So it has to be respective link. So make sure कि एक, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आपने मुझे इंटरव्यू किया तो मेरी आईडी डाली और मेरा लिंक डाला, उसके बाद आपने अंकित को इंटरव्यू किया तो आपने अंकित का नेम डाला, उसकी ईमेल डाली, एंड देन यू पुट हिज video link. I hope I've answered your questions, Samruti Ranjan. Ma'am, यदि टास्क 4 ऑनलाइन करें तो कहाँ से करना है? आई मीन गूगल मीट पर या हाँ जी गूगल मीट पे करो, दैट इज बेटर बिकॉज यू नो यूर accustomed to it. It's easier to record. Do it on Google Meet, but that's not a prerequisite. You can do it on any meeting that you prefer, but I would recommend you do it on Google Meet if you're doing task 4 online. It just needs to be recorded properly, and the demos, task, screen sharing, all of that has to happen properly. Okay, Shivanshi? Do we need to do anything before the demo or directly? ये मैंने already answer कर दिया है. हाँ, how to submit the drive form as if I upload more number of students interview. Like I mentioned, Aryan, if you have 10 people you've interviewed, आपके पास आप drive पे उन हर एक वीडियो को आप ड्राइव पे अपलोड करोगे तो हर एक का आपको एक सेपरेट ड्राइव लिंक मिलेगा. Set all of the drive links to anyone can view. That is very important. Permission open होना जरूरी है. Then you go to your form, you start filling, you put your details, you click submit, then it will open the next page where you'll put the details of the people you've interviewed. तो पहले आप first इंसान का नाम डालोगे, उसका email ID डालोगे, and then वो first drive link डालोगे, जो correspond करता है उस नाम के साथ और उस email ID के साथ. Because they will have filled your pre-survey and post-survey form. So that's important that you put their correct email ID there. Okay. Okay. Ankit, maybe you can help answer this. Can you suggest a better recording app or provider?
So I think OBS is the one which you can use, or there are a lot of Chrome extension that you can use. So when you go to Chrome extension, you can find some Chrome extension, or OBS is the best one you can get. It's an open source app and free app. OBS.
Okay. So hope that helps. There's also Loom that I think most of you have been using. So yeah. Take interviews separately. Please remember that you have to take interviews separately. But okay, sorry. Sheikh is asking, ma'am, for the freshers party task, which is task 1, should we take participant interviews individually or in one group interview? So it's not an interview that you're taking, number 1. You're just asking them to show what they've presented. So you can take it in groups. That's okay because the time might not allow. But for task 4, please remember it has to be individually. Task 4 individually. ठीक है. Task 1 में आप कैसे करते हो doesn't really matter. It's okay. You can maybe show 10 and then you can pause the recording because then it'll be too much. Yeah.
Okay, that's for today's session. If you want any guidance from me about the Google Student Ambassador program, make sure to check out the description. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button and make sure to subscribe the channel for more such informative videos. So this is Bifu Pradhan signing off.